Here we are at Amelia Island, and there is a gathering here of Studebaker Avantis. And I guess you can not really say Studebaker anymore because this Avanti in 2006 Avanti is based on the 2005 through 2009 Mustang. And you look inside and you can see the obvious pieces that were of Mustang origin, although it's trimmed out to appear to be of Avanti origin. Essentially, they had to take a brand new car and essentially take it apart and build this Avanti on top of it. Again, it's a fiberglass car. So it was possible, and this was the last Avanti that had been made and was being made in Mexico. But since then, it has closed down. And now we have moved over to a 2004 Avanti, and this one is based on the Firebird chassis. So you have to give them credit. They were trying to preserve the car, but needed an updated chassis to build upon. The Avanti manufacturer was trying to get an updated chassis, but that never worked out. So for one reason or another, he had to use other updated chassis to build the car. And this, of course, is no longer manufactured. So another one, another attempt to revive Avanti just didn't make it. At first I thought it was a Camaro chassis, but again, the Camaro and Firebird chassis were essentially the same thing. And I'm talking to the gentleman right now to find out the story about it. And we kind of commiserated the fact that Avanti was no longer. And shortly, I'm going to move on to another interesting car. I believe it to be a 1991 Avanti, which I had videoed one of these before. I'd seen them around, but they're pretty unusual, pretty uncommon. It's a four-door version of the Avanti. Raymond Loewy had originally thought that it could be conceivably made into a four-door car, but here it is. And you get again, the front end is obviously Avanti, but there we have the back end, and it's a four-door. Now, I don't know that it translates very well into a four-door. My own bias is to prefer the two-door version. They didn't sell too many of these, I don't believe, but nicely trimmed inside, as you can see. Same basic back end there. And the last Avanti that I'm going to show you is a 1989 convertible. And it's a more typical Avanti, the one that you would most likely see. And there it is, it's a convertible. And it's very nicely done inside too. Nice red interior, I like that. And I like the layout of the dash, the wood trim. But you have to remember these Avantis were pretty expensive, and so you're getting into Corvette territory as far as cost goes, and you can kind of see why they faded, because if it was a choice between this and a Corvette, probably most people would choose the Corvette unless they have particular liking for the advanced styling of the Avanti here with Raymond Loewy.